Hi, I'm Tinny from minibulldesign, and today I'm up in the studio. It's a sunny day out. We went to Newport, and while we were there, I bought a battery-operated soldering iron, one of the best investments I ever made. The other one, I kept hitting the cord and dropping it on the carpet and melting the carpet, and I burned myself once picking it up, and the cord was just always in the way. And it took like 20 minutes for it to warm up enough to use. You know how that works. This one is about 20 seconds. So, I've been working on my Jewel Thief, and I have probably the last model I'm going to build. It has basically everything I wanted. It's bright enough to navigate in the dark, and it's bright enough to read by, and it's pretty frugal. So the only thing I need now is a 1 AA battery mount to put on the back of the board, probably JB Weld on the back of the board to snap a battery into. So let's take a look at that. Okay, this is my Jewel Thief, probably the last one I'll build. Okay, we've got a toroid here with 18 wraps of 20 gauge wire. I have a dip switch here to turn, let me power this up. Oh, it is powered up, okay. I have a dip switch here to turn I've got a little switch here to turn anything on, then I've got a dip switch here to turn each one on individually. Then I have a pot here that is a 1K pot, and I've got it set way down to 50 ohms. I know that sounds low, but it is. And then I've got 3 transistors wired in parallel, and they're 2N2222A. Now these LEDs, I don't know what the rating on them is, but they came out of the dome, a flashing dome on a snowplow truck with a yellow light on the top that flashes. That's what they came out of. So, anywho, that's basically that. Not too much more to show you about it. Had a really good time building it. And with these 3 big LEDs, I think it'll run about 24 hours, as near as I can tell. And the light from it, in total darkness, the light is just about right for reading if you hold it in your hand and hold it about 8 inches away from the page. It lights the whole page. What I need now is a socket to mount my battery and mount that on the back of the board. And then I think I'm done. Probably wrap it in duct tape. Okay, you can see I had a good time, kind of comical. I put it all together and powered it up on this half-dead battery. I think this battery's down to 1.2, works fine. And powered it up and turned the switch, nothing. Damn. Well, long story short, I forgot to turn on the dip switches. Then I had one LED that still wouldn't light. So I got my 7 power eye loop out, started looking, and I had it mounted backward. I had positive on negative, negative on positive. I had to take that out, turn that around, put that back in. And that basically, yeah, I'm a rookie, I know. That basically takes care of that. I've done everything I want to do with this. These little LEDs came out of a dome light that goes on top of a truck. Had a whole bunch of them that flash for, you know, warning light for plow trucks. And I had an old junk one that I got at a yard sale, so I took the LEDs out of that, and they happen to be white. I've got another bunch of them that are yellow, and I didn't want yellow, I wanted white. Red would have been interesting, especially for reading at night. Now it's fairly cool out today. I think it's in the teens. Pretty calm out, and real sunny. So, yeah, pretty nice day out, other than being a little cold. We're over the storm. Got about 8 inches of snow. It's pretty hard to tell because pretty hard to tell because it was blowing so badly. You know, you got 2 feet here and nothing over there, so it's pretty hard to really tell how much you actually did get. But I'm going to guess about 8 inches. Not really enough to snowshoe in, but maybe we'll get some more here pretty soon. Another thing I did while I was at Walmart, I bought myself an even more comfortable, another more comfortable chair for reading. It's just basically a beanbag sewn into. It's a beanbag sewn into a chair, and boy, guy could fall asleep right here. That's a nice chair. So when I sit here at night, it's cool in this room. This is the back room. It's quite a ways away from the furnace. There's no ductwork in here. It just heats from convection through the doorway, and there's no way for the air to get in here and circulate because there's no other door for it to get back out again. So it's kind of a dead end. And it gets down into the 60s in here in the wintertime. So what I do is, because it's cool in here and fun, I climb into a sleeping bag and sit in this chair and take a good book and my Jewel Thief light and sit here and read. Now to me, that's fun. That's fun big time. Can't explain why. It's just making something like that on your own and then developing it into something that is bright enough to do what you want to do with. Because the original Jewel Thief with one LED is not really bright enough. You could read maps and stuff with it, but you wouldn't want to read for any length of time. You can only spot about that big around where you can actually see the letters. This one will light a whole page. Anyway, it's fun. No different than me getting underneath the covers in bed, taking my iPad and sitting it on my chest with the covers right over me, all snuggled in, and surfing the net. It's just fun. I'm only mentally about 8 years old anyway, so. But what it does is, when you're sitting here in a sleeping bag with that little light, it makes you realize how much light we waste in our daily lives. Like when I'm down to the bathroom, after reading with that light, if I get down to the bathroom, I flip on the switch, boom, I'm flooded with light. It lights the entire room up, so you can read anywhere in the room, just way, way, way more light than you actually need. It's no different than water. You could probably take a pretty good bath in a couple of gallons of water, but when you use a shower, you use between 15 and 20 gallons. And you know just as well as I do, while you're soaping up all that water, you're not using it to rinse anything, it's just running down the drain. When you backpack, it tends to make you realize all these things, how much excess we have in our lives. You know, you heat the entire house with wood. When I'm out backpacking, the only thing I'm heating is my sleeping bag. Everything else is cold. A sleeping bag with me in it. I don't heat any air around me. My light just lights up where I'm reading. It doesn't light up the whole neighborhood. Backpacking tends to make you think that way. When you cook with one little alcohol flame with one little pot. Just something to think about. I think everybody should backpack a little bit just to get a grasp on how frugal you can be. I'm Tinny from minibulldesign. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a really great day and try to take a little time out to enjoy your Sunday. Bye-bye.